Today we're going to be talking about why Thanos is the best character in Squid Game, Season 2.
Nice to meet you, my brother. Welcome to the Thanos world.
When I first saw that he was joining the Squid Game, like, show, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going to be a T.O.P. It's going to be a good character.
Contrary to popular belief, though, I've seen a lot of people are actually pretty bummed on this. That's why we're making this video, because I strongly disagree.
Not only did he bring a very, very comedic relief to the seriousness of the games, he was a goofball. And he also did bring a little bit of his personality in real life.
Like actual him.
To the which I actually found hilarious. And as someone who's been listening to Big Bang for like a very long time, it's nice to see one of my favorite K-pop idols literally in a show as big as Squid Game. It's crazy.
Has he ever been in a show before?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know. But there is other K-pop idols in the show, like 333 and 222 are both from groups, right?
Yes, and the son, the mother and son duo, he was actually in a music video.
Is like an artist, or like he's just like a background actor? I
can't confirm. I believe he is rapping in a music video. Yeah, playing the clip. Yeah, sure. He was.
But this is great though, because I don't have any bias towards T.O.P. I just saw him for the first time in my mind. Like, I have no remembrance or reference to this actor, singer, rapper. I don't have anything, attachment, nothing. I just saw him for the first time in Squid Game Season 2. Yeah. And the moment that he came on screen and he's all like acting all cool, he's like, welcome to the Thanos world.
Welcome to the Thanos world.
And he's all like, hey, señorita.
Señorita, excuse me.
Stop it.
Stop it.
This is my guy. Like, I'm down. That's the homie right there. I know he's the bad guy, but like, I like him.
However, it's funny though, because like I remember watching him. Well, I was already biased towards him, but like while I was watching my sister and her boyfriend watch Squid Game Season 2 when he appeared on the screen, I remember Adam, he was like, ooh, that's so cringe.
And that's what,
and you know what, I get it.
That's a lot of people were saying though. They were not down. But I also know that there's like controversy behind just him as a person. Like, it wouldn't matter if he gave the best performance of his life in the show, because people were already just not down with him to begin with because of his whole cancellation in 2017 for smoking weed or whatever he was doing in Korea, which is like really bad. Over there, you go to jail or banned from the country or whatever, right?
Let the artist flourish in his work. Like,
stop it.
Just appreciate him for his work, because like I feel like he did a really, really fantastic job in being the antagonist and the person that everybody hates in the game. And I feel like he absolutely killed it, even if he did drugs.
Yeah, no,
during the games.
The reason why we hate him so much now, that's outside of like what a certain demographic would think of, like, oh, we don't like him just because of him as a person. I'm talking about the people who didn't like him as a character. The reason why you might not like him as a character though is because he did a good job. You're not supposed to like him. You're not supposed to like him. Now, from the comedic standpoint, I thought he brought something really fun to this season as opposed to last season where there's not a lot of comic relief. But in this one, you got a lot of it everywhere, not only from his character, but from a few characters in the show. But his was the main standout, of course. Like, he's the most wacky. He's doing the drugs. And like, one scene that I really liked was when they're doing the mingle game in the last episode. That when he's like dancing arm in arm with his friend and like, and he's doing this as well.
Rodeo.
But when he has to pick between his friend, like his main friend, and then the other guy, and he's like, he looks at him, he's like, and he like grabs his friend and just starts running.
I forgot about that. I thought he was like, welcome to the team, bro, or he was like talking about something like that. I forgot about that.
No, just like things like just those little things like that are just like that. Those make me laugh. And I know this show is supposed to be, we say that lightly, like supposed to be, like this could be anything we want. There's only been 1 and now 2 seasons, so it doesn't really have to be anything from our perspective. The show is supposed to be whatever the writer wants it to be. But I really liked how they gave that kind of like comic relief in season 2 to this one. It changed it up a little bit. It got also really dark at times, especially even with his character, how he gets completely annihilated by a fork. Spoilers, sorry, but if you're watching this video, you should have known what you signed up for. MG Coin.
Full circle.
Yeah, no, I liked it. I like his character a lot.
I think that I mean, like, we know why he was in the Squid Game. He was actually a failed rapper.
Yeah.
And he forgot his lyrics in like a concert, which actually did happen in real life.
I saw the clip of that. Like, I wouldn't have known that without seeing the clip recently. But yeah, I mean, when I saw that, I was like, oh, it's a cool little parallel. Like, if you know, you know, sort of deal. Like, there was a bit of truth when MG Coin calls him out for that. And I like that a lot.
Did we call it the fourth wall? No.
It's not really like a fourth wall, but it's like more of like if you know, you know. It's running parallels to the real world.
IRL.
Without actually like an actor or a character looking directly at the screen and calling out like a fourth wall moment. But
that's true.
That's true. Call it what you will, but it was pretty cool that they did that.
That was a really big cliffhanger for me when MG Coin stabbed that fork in him. I wasn't expecting it to be him.
And that's when the episode ends, right?
Seeing him in such a vulnerable state at the end when MG Coin stabbed him in the multiple times, that was such a good end.
He deserved it though. I mean, he was saying like, I'm gonna take your money, I'm gonna take your girl, I'm gonna take your kid, and like all this stuff.
Well,
and she'll love it. Like, think about it, like the karma aspect of the
absolutely.
show. Like, if he hadn't done enough bad at this point already, that was it. But he's been bad since the beginning. I mean, think about Red Light, Green Light when he just fully pushed over all the people in front of him,
funny.
and he's just like, bing. You already know, like, this guy's gonna be a Joker, schizophrenic type, like freak, and he's just gonna fuck with people.
Fearless too.
He's my favorite because he brought the most life to a character.
That's true.
In that aspect, because I also really like 001, character. Like, there's a lot of life brought to that character just because we don't know what happened in season 1. There's not a lot about him in that one. Yeah, that's
true.
And then we see like a whole breath of life go into him in this one, where you get to see new personality, how he operates. So I really like that. But in terms of like which character I like brought to life the most, I'd have to go with Thanos.
Definitely did but there are times that I did not like him, especially when he was beating up MG Coin. He was just like the follow-up to the other bully or antagonist in Squid Game season 1.
Mm-hmm.
But
he's like
that guy was that was a gangster guy.
Yeah,
but
he is
mafia.
He is like kind of taking that role. If we are doing any form of like cookie cutter copy paste of like a comparison from season 1 to 2 and kind of redoing some of the characters, who would this character be if they were in season 1? They would be that character. Who would this character, like, he would definitely be like the gangster guy because he's like the main antagonist as a player. The main antagonist is obviously 001 and the guards, but in terms of like the people actually on the playing field, he's the schoolyard bully, you know?
He was, and he did a great job playing it.
Yeah, honestly, no, he killed it.
What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with this statement? Because I really will.
I hope you do.
Stand with Thanos. Well, he's already dead, so like.
I lie down with Thanos.
He wouldn't. He
sounds crazy.
Wouldn't.
Pause. That's okay. I still lie down with Thanos. That's my guy.
We really enjoyed T.O.P. overall. We like T.O.P. When they were entering the Squid Game, when they were taking the pictures, he was like, I feel like this is something that would actually happen.
Yeah, it'd probably be like a
K-pop
real
star was in like the Squid Game, where he had fans that wanted to take a picture with him in the photo booth, but the guards were like, no, only like one.
So when we get out of here, I'll take a picture with all of you.
So
Hollywood.
So K-pop.
I'm so happy to see you again, bro.
I'm so happy to see you again, bro.
No problem.
And he speaks English in it.
Yeah.
And like
he like enhanced more of like the Korean accent into his character.
Yeah.
Because like in real life, he can speak like pretty good English without having like the full Korean accent. It was just funny.
It was just fun. He really did
he
well.
He played
in
into
character.
It a lot more.
He did great. Yeah. And R.I.P. Thanos.
Let us know if our opinion, if you think that it's a very unpopular opinion, or if you're one of the people that actually do enjoy T.O.P.'s character as Thanos. Because again, we really liked it. I'm a big fan. I mean, Shanice has been hearing me say his lines, quoting just for days now. So, and it's gonna keep happening. So get used to it.
Until he finds another comedic relief. Maybe season 3 will have another.
I hope not.
Do you think they'll have more characters in season 3? New characters?
They can't really. Not as players, unless there's flashbacks. We have 50 players left to go, down from 100. Yeah. Well, down from 456, but down from 100 from Mingle. So there's 50 left.
That's the last game, right?
That was the last game we saw. I think there's only 3 games that were played.
Goodness gracious.
But the game is also cool. And that is kind of going off track real quick. But like the game is kind of a game that the viewer plays at this point, because now the game is trying to figure out what is happening with Inho. When is he going to get caught? When is he going to get exposed? That's like, it becomes a game more so on our end as the viewer, which is a pretty cool take. I really like that. But then there's also the game of, what's happening inside like the dorms where they all sleep in the bunk beds. Like they have a lot more going on in there with the voting system, with the teaming up outside of the actual games themselves. The alliances. Like there's a lot. There's not as many children's games that are being played in this season, but there's a lot of mind games and games still being played.
That's true.
So I know there's opinions like, oh, I wish we saw more games this season, but like, think about it for a sec. We are gonna get more, and I wish we did get more and have a longer season, but we're gonna get more games. But think about it from the standpoint of there's more behind the scenes mind games for them. And also for the viewer as well, which I think makes it a bit of a different and more fun really take crazy. Than season 1.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this video of why we think Thanos is the best character in Squid Game 2.
Stop it. Let us know what your favorite moment from Thanos was in the show too.
We're talking about Thanos.
Definitely let us know what your did you think he was a funny character? Did you absolutely hate him? Let us know down below. We want to, spark some conversations up. We'll reply. We read all the comments too, so.
Thank you for tuning into this video. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
I'm a legend, Thanos.